Taming mechanics, community corner changes, and absolutely nothing. You're right, kids, it's Raasclark and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. So the community crunch drops last night, revealing absolutely nothing. Yes, that's right. For 2 weeks in a row, there's been no new information being released from Wildcard. It's been very difficult to piece together a bit of news for you to tell you what's going on in the world of ARK. But we now know in the coming weeks we'll be getting new details on the Fjordhawk, the Andrewsarchus, and the Desmodus Dracula. The 3 new creatures that are coming with Fjorda, and of course a 4th creature which was weird not to read anything about, of course being the Fenrir, which we discussed in the last news video, which was confirmed by the mod map maker Nakatis himself that this is going to be a creature that is definitely going to come, and we've seen it. It's clear, it's there in bold letters on the main menu screen. There are 4 creatures coming with Fjorda, and that is excluding the Carcharodontosaurus, the creature you voted to come to the game that's going to be released separately. Whether it's before Fjorda or after, we don't know at all, and hopefully we will get more information about that, but it doesn't appear anytime soon. It's going to be all about the Andrewsarchus and the Fjordhawk and the Desmodus. And so far so good. Fjorda is still set to release in June of this year. That the devs were a bit coy about last year when they announced it. They wasn't too sure. They actually kind of then changed it to summer, but it's there, June, it's coming out. And of course we look forward to hearing more information about the 3 new creatures. Patch-wise, there's not a fat lot to talk about, apart from a fishing mission on Gen 1 has been fixed, so you can do all the fishing to your heart's content, and the crash issue that was occurring on Xbox when starting a mission on Gen 1 has also been resolved as well. Cedric, complex-minded, the main man community manager of Wildcard that does the community crunches, did mention after posting the crunch that we will see some new updates to the community corner. What that entails, we don't know. Currently, what they do is they feature a video or 2 of content creators out there and a bunch of cool, awesome artwork that a lot of people put a lot of time and effort into and certainly deserve more credit than they get, and some very clever in-game screenshots too. What that entails, nobody knows yet, but I suspect it might be a voting system where we get to voice our opinion about ARK and perhaps shape ARK 2 as we know it. Talking of which, Craig Brown, lead designer of ARK 2, put out a thing on Twitter where he asked a question to you all, asking the following: okay, ARK players, I have a weird question for you. If there was a way to tame creatures without harming them, but it took significantly long and gave no other in-game benefits, would you want it? Whereby you can simply opt, yes, don't hurt them, no, just beat them, or only for in-game benefits. And it's certainly worth getting involved and interacting with this, as this could shape ARK 2 taming mechanics as we know it. I know it's a bit of a reach, it feels a bit speculative of maybe are we actually giving power to the players and letting them decide what's going to happen with ARK, I know. But considering Craig Brown's position within the company, this could seriously have an impact on where we go going forwards when it comes to taming creatures in ARK. Initially, I was a bit confused about this question. We already have passive tames out there, but I think this was alluding to more immersive taming, that you have to do more than just knock out or stuff berries up the bum of a creature to claim it. Perhaps you've got to play catch with it, fetch with it. I don't know. Maybe we're going to see more mechanics like the Amargasaurus. But either way, get involved. I will leave a link in the description below where you simply go to this and click on one of these. I'm not going to click on it just yet, not until this video is over, because I don't want you to know what I've done and potentially influence it, I know. And I look forward to seeing the outcome of this. Nexus, you know him, or perhaps you don't. He is arguably the biggest ARK YouTuber out there, possessing a whopping 4.24 million subscribers, but as I said, you may not have heard of him. Why? Because Nexus caters to a Spanish-speaking audience, but don't let that put you off. Nexus's content is certainly very entertaining, so get those subtitles on and definitely keep an eye on what's coming up next. A very subtle teaser trailer was dropped, alluding to the return of Arkadia. And what is Arkadia, I hear you ask? Well, Arkadia is a role-playing series within ARK inviting the largest Spanish streamers to play all on the same server, where they're advancing simultaneously, trading in the market and following the main story, where there are several weekly custom events. And their first day of Season 1 generated more than 400,000 viewers on Twitch, 200,000 viewers on YouTube, and 100,000 viewers on Facebook, totaling 700,000 simultaneous viewers across social media platforms. Not counting the daily YouTube videos, which have 2 million daily visits, with Codigo Alex, who of course made the mod map Titan we covered a few months ago, doing all the programming behind the scenes, making it a joyous, fun time for all the content creators who are getting involved. So at the very least, go watch this trailer. I'll leave a link in the description. And if you're not that interested in this style of content, come and watch the Monarchy, because Monarchy things are going down. And that's it. That's your news for today. Not a lot to really talk about. Stuff coming up in the future, but we did just have a big Love Evolved Valentine's event. Did you take full advantage of that? Of those rates? Got breeding a lot of stuff. You know I did, of course, within my 100 days video. What a slog. It really was a journey to get this all filmed and edited within the time that it took. How all those 100-day creators out there do this on a regular basis, I do not know. This was an absolute project, and I certainly hope it's going to be worth it. If you haven't already, please do go check that out. I'll leave a link in the description, and please do leave a comment on the video, even if you didn't like it at all. It certainly helps you just interacting with me, just trying to get a video I worked really hard on out there. Plug. Thanks all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, comment below, let me know. What do you think of this community corner change that's going to happen in the coming weeks? Do you think it's going to be a vote system like I do? Or if it's not, what do you think it's going to be? My name's Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And as always, peace out.